So somebody's in the car. We have to get to them, so that's how we break the glass. We still have to get inside, and we want to break it safely so it doesn't spray all over. This guy, there you go.
Will it knock anyone's teeth out?
No, it won't knock anybody's tooth out. No, you're good. All right, guys, we're going to get started. Thank you for the great questions tonight. Really good. All right. Hang on one second, everybody. We're going to get started on these this week. You can't actually be touching the red. You got to be one off the fire tank. So back up, so you're not touching the fire tank. Please. Okay. All right, guys. Remember, before we started with all the questions, we review the equipment. Right now, firefighter Klaus and firefighter Ranieri are going to start the engines to run the tools. All right, everybody. If the firefighters are in position and ready, we're going to start the vehicle rescue. All right, so what you guys are doing right now, they're getting all the equipment in order. Remember I talked about all the wood? Look at the vehicle. Right now the vehicle has all the lumber underneath it. That's to stabilize the vehicle and make sure it doesn't tilt, tip over, or move. And all that wood is called cribbing. So right now they've got all the wood secured. Lieutenant Chestnut is in the red vest. He's our rescue officer. So right now, Lieutenant Chestnut is going to walk around and make sure this vehicle is safe. Before anything happens, Lieutenant Chestnut wants to make sure that his crew is safe and the patient inside is safe. Okay. Right now, Lieutenant Fratz and firefighter Ranieri are on the passenger side. They're going to break some glass and make an entry point. And on the driver's side, firefighter Klaus, firefighter Ray, they're going to break the glass on that side as well. And they're going to make contact with the patient. They're going to go in there and talk to the patient, make sure the guy's all right. Number one thing we do is make sure the patient can talk and understands what's going on. Okay, remember firefighter Ray? Firefighter Ray right now is in the back. He is sliding a little backboard inside the vehicle, and that's going to protect the driver. Remember, a bunch of questions were asked about what happens when the glass flies. We're going to make sure we protect the driver right now so he doesn't get sprayed with glass and doesn't get hurt when we put tools inside the car. Firefighter Klaus is cutting the seatbelt. And they're going to cover the guy right now. Alright, so that gentleman is fine inside right there. The driver is still fine. We're going to cover him up though because we're going to make sure he doesn't get glass all over him. He doesn't get any dirt on him. We're going to get them all covered up. Alright, now in unison, these two are going to talk together. Yes. Firefighter Fratz and firefighter Pat are going to break the glass. Perfect. Good job, guys. Alright, now, pay attention real close. On the windshield right now is firefighter Ranieri. Let's go with firefighter Ryan. Firefighter Ryan is using a tool right now called the Glass Master. Doesn't that sound cool? What he did was he punched a hole in the top of the windshield, and then he uses it like a saw, and he's going to saw the windshield up at the top and down the side. Just like Mom and Dad have at home when they're cutting a tree branch, they're sawing the windshield. I think firefighter Ryan beat firefighter Klaus. And they cut the windshield open so that they can get to the inside of the vehicle. And at some point, they're going to take the roof off. All right, good job, guys. So now they've got the windshield cut down, so it's very safe. It's not going to hurt the firefighter, or it's not going to hurt the driver inside. Now the operation turns into extrication. We're going to take off the doors. So we're going to do the passenger side door, and we're also going to do the driver's side door. Everybody, we have a special Chief Huska was with us right here. Thanks for coming, Chief. All right, so right now we've got the rest of the guys are still working on those doors. We've got firefighter Ryan working on the passenger side door. Firefighter Ray and Pat are working on the driver's door. We'll talk in a minute. What they're doing, guys, right now is they're opening the door up because we're pretending that we can't open the doors naturally. So we have to cut the doors open, and they're using the jaws of life, also called the spreader, and they're going to spread the doors open. As soon as that's done, they're going to step back, take a little second look, and then they'll begin to see what they need to do inside to take care of the patient. Right now, the patient inside is still fine. Nothing's wrong with that guy inside. He's actually very warm. We have a blanket on him, so he's staying very comfortable. All right, Firefighter Ryan and Firefighter Joe have the passenger side door open. Good job, guys. Firefighter Ray and Firefighter Pat are almost done on their side. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. All right, on the passenger side of the vehicle, on the, we'll call it the Wawa side, Firefighter Ryan and Firefighter Joe are they're starting the second evolution. They're going to actually cut the door off of the vehicle. They're about to cut the door off. And on the driver's side, Firefighter Ray and Firefighter Pat have gotten the door open. Good job. And they're going to take the door off as well. And just for safety, remember we have Firefighter Chestnut, our Lieutenant Chestnut, in the red vest. He's walking around to make sure everybody's safe. He's talking to the patient. He's talking to the crew. He's making sure there's no gasoline dripping. Everything is safe. All right, so right now the rescue is still continuing. They're getting those doors off. And guys, we're about 7 minutes into the evolution. I remember somebody asked a question about how long it takes. Usually it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for us to get the doors off of the vehicle. It's not real easy, so the tools take a little time and it fries and it's all the metal bending. It just takes a minute or two. There we go. On the passenger side, Firefighter Ryan and Firefighter Joe do a heck of a job. They always have that door off. Firefighter Ray and Firefighter Pat always have their door off. You guys are doing great. All right. Okay. All right, guys. The door is off on the driver's side. So now the car looks pretty cool, doesn't it? We got 2 doors off. Good job, fellas. Now, what we would do, the ambulance people would get in there and they would treat the patient. If this is a real call, the ambulance folks would jump in there, make sure that the patient is stabilized, give him oxygen, give him medicine if he needs it, talk to him, make sure he's feeling okay. Alright, guys. So now the ambulance people are in there treating them. These guys are going to start the second part of the evolution. They're going to take the back doors off. When we take the back doors off of the vehicle, Lieutenant Chestnut, the safety officer, has determined that we need to take those doors off for safety. So it's his call. Remember, the guy in the red vest is running the show. He tells the guys to take the back doors, they take the back doors. Good job, guys. everybody in the crowd, stay with us, all right? You're doing great. Guys on the red tape, don't hang on the red tape, all right, guys? Hey, everybody, Madison Gallagher, back it up. No hanging on the tape, buddy. No eating the tape. Really dirty. Come on back. Okay, firefighter Ray and firefighter Paul. Yep, they have the door off on the other side, so they've got both doors off right now. Firefighter Pat and firefighter Ray. And firefighter Ryan and Joe almost have that door off, and we'll be good to go. The next part of the evolution, I believe we're going to take the roof. All right, cool. All right, so guys, what we're going to do here is we're going to pretend that we can't get to the patient by just taking the doors off. So if we can't get to the patient by taking the doors off, we have to do the ultimate thing and make this car a convertible. You guys want it to be a convertible? Yeah! One more time. Always want to do that. All right, excellent. As soon as firefighter Ryan has that door off, we'll make this car a convertible. Almost there. All right, excellent. Okay, so what the guys are going to do, they're going to put down the spreaders or the jaws, and they're going to switch tools to the cutter. Remember I talked about the cutter being a big pair of scissors? That's what they've got. So they got the scissors in their hands, and they're going to begin to cut. And what they're cutting, for the moms and dads, they cut the post of the roof. You have an A, B, and C post. That's what keeps your vehicle whole. So they're going to cut those right now. That will dramatically impact the integrity of the car, but that's okay. Our number one concern is to get you out. So they're going to cut those posts. The tool they're using is called a cutter. It grabs onto the metal. They hold a button, and they have to wait till the scissor closes all the way and it makes a big pop. All right, did you guys hear that pop? Very good. So that was the first post. That's the A post. And you heard that pop. That means they cut all the way through. You have to cut all the way through the post in order to lift it. Firefighter Ryan and firefighter Matt are going to move on to the second post, which is called the B post. B is a boy. And they're going to cut that one. You got that big pop. Excellent job, guys. Then they move on to the final post, which we call a C post.
Oh, a C girl!
And they will cut that, and then this car will become a convertible. Doing good, guys. And again, if anybody's worried about the guy inside, he's totally fine. He's very warm. He's covered up. No glass will get on him. Nothing will get in his way. He's fine. All right, guys. Now in unison, they're going to lift the roof together as a team. There we go. Good job, guys. They're going to lift the roof. And there's your convertible. Nice. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. Hold on 1 second, buddy. All right, real quick, since we got another 5 minutes. We're going to do one last thing. We're going to show you. It's called a dash displacement. We don't usually do this, but we have a little time, so let's show it to you. All right. Remember I showed you the first tool that the guys use called the spreaders or the jaws of life? They're not going to use those right now. They're still using the cutters. What they're doing is they're cutting the front of the car because they're going to actually lift the dash off, and they have to make a little bit of a relief cut. So very shortly, what they're going to do is they're going to use the last thing that we showed you. Remember I talked about the ram? Firefighter Ray is getting the ram set up. Firefighter Joe is going to get the other ram set up. And what they'll do is they'll actually push the dash forward off of the victim, off the driver. And the reason we do this is if the driver is ever trapped, if his knees are trapped underneath the dash, we can lift him off with the ram. So that's what this is going to do. These guys are going to set up these ramps momentarily, and you'll see how we just push the dash right off the patient. with me? How about give me a booyah? Good. When these guys are done, we're going to have the biggest cheer you guys could possibly have. I want the people in media to hear you. As soon as they're done, we're going to get a big cheer. While these guys are getting set up, as soon as we're done with the car, everybody, we're going to do the last part of fire prevention is we're going to raffle off the fire trucks inside. So make sure you don't just leave. Go inside. If you put your name in the hat for the fire truck raffle, that's the last part of the show, and that will be going off as soon as this is over. All right. Our safety officer again, firefighter Lieutenant Chestnut, is going to put something in the vehicle right now. It's called a ram plate. All it basically means is that it's a big, really solid piece of metal that allows us to push the dash forward, and the tool does not slip out. All this equipment, by the way, is pretty heavy. I don't know the exact weight, but you got to be a little strong to do this stuff. You want to make sure you don't bang it on your feet either. Alright, so what they're doing right now, in unison, they're going to lift the dash off this vehicle, off the patient's knees. And again, the safety officer, the guy in the red vest, Lieutenant Chestnut, he calls the shots. You see him raising his thumb right now, Lieutenant Chestnut? He's not just giving everybody a high five and telling them you're cool. He's telling them right now to work together and lift the dash together. This operation has to be very coordinated, done in a very orderly fashion. Alright guys, we'll be standing here for one more minute. I got one. You can throw in two questions. Lexi, you got any questions? Alright, Zach just asked, was it a race? No, it's not a race. When we do this, we're very, very cautious. We take our time. This is not something you race with. Two reasons. We don't want to hurt ourselves, and we don't want to hurt you. We want to get you out, get you safe, get you to the hospital so you get fixed up. So we don't race. We take every precaution. Very, very safe.
How fast does the fire truck go?
How fast does the fire truck go? They go the same speed as Mom and Dad's vehicle. They don't go that fast. They don't go that fast. You just make a lot more noise than Mom and Dad's car.
Why should the race be
That's a good question. Yes, why isn't it a race if we're trying to get them out quickly? We don't race, but we move quickly. So if we go to a race, you'll miss stuff. But we move quickly, you get it done fast, but if you go too fast, you miss stuff.
If there's a fire in a no truck area, then how do you get the fire truck in that street?
Good question. He asked if there was a fire and we can't fit a fire truck down the street. Take your questions. We have our hoses are long. The good news is in Springfield, that's not an issue. We can get in every firehouse, every street, we can access a fire truck. That's a good question. But in the city, some of the other parts, like in Philadelphia, you can't fit a fire truck down there. You can stretch hoses down the street. Oh, so we lost that. Firefighter Safety Officer Chestnut, how you make it out there? How we doing? Pretty good? All right, they're almost lifted the dash off. We're going to go with a couple more questions, and then we're going to wrap it up. Good question. She asked if there were kids in the car, what do they have to do? If you're a kid and you're in the car, the number one thing you can do is stay put. If you're in a car seat, you're in a booster seat, you're in your seatbelt, don't move. Just kind of chill out, listen to Mom and Dad, and listen to the firefighters. They're going to get you out safely. I don't want you climbing out. I don't want you jumping around. The best thing you can do is stay put, listen to Mom and Dad, and then listen to us, okay? Because we will take you out. Very often, if you're in a car seat, don't be surprised, we'll take you and the car seat together. That's how it works. We do, yeah, these are called wheel chocks. We're going to put those in the rear vehicle. We use the wood cribbing to stop it, swaying, and then maybe we'll put the wheel chock up there. Yep. We know where it is by these really cool pagers. We still wear pagers. So if you see a guy wearing a pager, we're not just a doctor, they might be a firefighter. We have one more question. I'm going to ask this one.
Would the person be dead by now?
We'll end on that. But the person be dead by then. No, for a drill purpose, again, this takes a little bit longer because we're asking questions and stuff like that. But we'll usually get them out, and they're going to go to the hospital on the fly. All right, real quick, everybody. So we got the dash displaced. We're good to go, guys. Excellent job. We're going to wrap up the operation here for the rescue. Thank you for coming. If you put your name in a hat for the fire trucks, go inside, please, and go ahead and see if you won. And if you didn't, thank you so much for coming out, supporting Springfield Fire Company, supporting the community, supporting Springfield Ambulance, and the police department. Really appreciate it. Thanks again. Anytime you have a question, come down on a Tuesday night. You can come down about 4:07, and you can see the firefighters anytime you want. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
There would be a link. Yeah. On the website, there either on the website or there'd be a link that you can go on the website. So much. Gotta find that.
I'd like to personally thank Gene for coming.